So you've probably heard the success stories, but what you haven't seen is the actual blueprint. Today, we're diving deep into the Sefa Youth Challenge Fund. We're not just going to look at some application form. We are cracking open the strategic blueprint to unlock serious cash and actually scale your business. Let's get into it.
And look, right off the bat, this is where so many entrepreneurs trip up. The Youth Challenge Fund is not a small grant for a little side project. It's a strategic growth fund for businesses that are ready to become serious players. The mindset you bring to this is everything. It's about thinking big, planning for massive scale, and understanding this isn't just about getting money. It's about playing a whole different game.
So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the R2 million strategy. Then we'll break down their blended model. After that, I'll show you how to win their scoring game, navigate the tricky compliance clock, reveal the absolute secret to getting funded, job creation, and then wrap it all up with your final action plan.
Right, part one, the R2 million game plan. This is all about making that critical shift, from a side hustle mentality to thinking and acting like a strategic small to medium enterprise. Sefa is looking for founders who are ready to build something that lasts, especially in those key sectors that are driving the economy.
Okay, before we even dream about the money, let's get the absolute non-negotiables out of the way. You have to be between 18 and 35. Your business must be 100% South African owned. And this one is huge. At least one owner has to be working in the business full-time. This is not a passive investment. And of course, the basics. You've got to be registered with CIPC and be tax compliant. These are the front door keys. Without them, you're not even getting in.
Now let's get into the financial engine of this whole thing. Part two, the blended model. Honestly, this is what makes the YCF such a powerful tool for entrepreneurs, because it's designed to give you a massive head start right from day one. So what on earth is blended finance? Think of it like a hybrid, a two-for-one deal. Sefa isn't just giving you a loan, and they aren't just giving you a grant. They're smashing the two together. Part of the money is basically free capital to lower your risk, and the other part is a cheap loan to pour fuel on your growth fire. Now, this is where it gets really, really good. For a typical startup, 40% of the funding you get is a non-repayable grant. Let me say that again because it's huge. 40% of the money is yours to keep forever. You don't pay it back. It's there to help you absorb those early costs. The other 60% is a loan, yeah, but with incredibly good interest rates. Now, let's talk about another magic number in this whole blueprint. 6. What do you think this number means?
It means 6 months of breathing room. Sefa gets it. You can't start paying back a huge loan the day after your new equipment lands. You need time. So they give you a 6-month moratorium, which is basically a payment holiday. It's a strategic pause to get your operations humming and the cash flowing in.
And here's how the smart entrepreneurs play this. This is not a vacation, it's an active growth sprint. First, you have to actually ask for it in your business plan. Don't just assume you'll get it. Second, you tell them exactly what you're going to achieve in those 6 months. Getting your ISO certification, landing your first big client. Show them you have a plan for that time.
Okay, part 3, winning the scoring game. See, just having a good business plan isn't enough to get funded. Sefa uses a points system to decide who gets prioritized, and you need to know how to build your application to score maximum points.
This table right here, this is basically the cheat sheet to getting your application on top of the pile. Your location is a game changer. If you're based in a township or a rural area, your score gets a massive boost. Ownership is also critical. If your business is led by young women or people with disabilities, you are heavily prioritized. It's all about driving inclusive growth where it's needed most. And here are the VIP lanes, the fast tracks. If your business is in one of these 2026 priority areas, we're talking agri-tech, green tech, manufacturing, the digital economy, your application automatically gets a higher ranking. Sefa is literally telling you what kind of businesses they want to fund.
All right, now we need to have a serious talk. Pay close attention to this next part, because this is where most applications go to die. We're talking about the critical compliance clock. These are the hard rules that can kill your funding dream in an instant.
So I have to ask, what do you think it is? What's the number one reason that a perfectly good application gets thrown in the bin before it's even properly looked at? It really boils down to the basics. Your application can go down one of two roads. On the green light side, the haves, you must have solid cash flow projections and be compliant with SARS. On the red light side, the have-nots, these are the automatic no's. You absolutely cannot use this money to pay off old debt,
buy yourself a fancy car, or fund some passive income scheme. The business has to be operational.
Now, I need you to remember this next number, 20. Just 20. It might be the most critical number in this entire process.
This is what's known as the 20-day kill rule, and it's as brutal as it sounds. After you apply, if Sefa asks for a missing document, maybe a bank statement or a certified ID, a clock starts ticking. You have 20 working days to get it to them. If you miss that deadline, your file is closed. That's it. Game over. No appeals, no excuses. You have to start all over again.
Okay, another piece of math you have to get right is your debt coverage ratio. Basically, it's Sefosa's affordability test. They need to see that for every R1 your loan repayment is going to cost you, your business is projected to make at least R1.20 in net profit. That extra 20 cents is your safety buffer. It proves your business can actually sustain the loan.
And now we've arrived at the secret weapon, the final piece of the strategic puzzle. Part 5, the job creation secret. If you get this one thing right, you understand Sefa's entire reason for existing.
So what is this big secret? It all comes down to a simple metric they use called cost per job. This is how Sefa measures their social return on investment. It's a calculation that shows them exactly how efficiently their money is being used to tackle unemployment. And calculating it is actually pretty simple. Let's say you're asking for 1.5 million rand and you commit to creating 3 new permanent jobs. You just divide the money by the jobs, which gives you a cost per job of 500,000 rand. The magic number you want to be under is 800,000 rand to be really competitive. You lock this promise in with a job creation commitment letter, and trust me, that document becomes your application's superhero. Okay. We've gone through the strategy, the financials, and the secret rules. Now it's time to bring it all home. Our final section is your day 1 action plan. This is how you turn everything we've talked about into a winning submission. So, what do you do the minute this is over? Here's your checklist. First, get registered on the National SMMESA database. Second, create your profile on the Sefa portal. And please make sure every detail matches your CIPC registration perfectly. Third, get all your documents ready, especially that business plan and your job creation commitment letter. And finally, be prepared. There's a good chance Sefa will want to do a site visit to see your operation with their own eyes.
So the blueprint is on the table. It lays out the strategy, the rules, and the path to getting up to 2 million rand to explode your vision. The only question left is, are you ready to go out and execute?